So have you been given a cookie cutter cycle by a coach before, or had to look on forums or something like that to find your correct cycle design, or just have no idea on where to go with your cycle design? One thing a lot of people believe is that you need to have this pre-designed idea of how your cycles should go. I'm here to tell you from experience, from myself and my clients, through experience and education, that that is actually the complete opposite that you want to approach. The reason why is just like anything when it comes to nutrition, new training, and that sort of thing. If you predetermine where you're going to go, you don't allow the body to tell you when and what it is ready for. In addition, you are not looking for the feedback or the responses that you should be in order to dictate what you should do. For example, if I write out a cycle design and I say at week one, I'm going to be here, week four, I'm going to be here, week 16, I'll be here, what you're kind of predetermining your body to do and yourself to do, or your coach is designing to do, is already kind of predicting what is going to happen when in reality they don't know, right? It kind of leaves no room for making proper adjustments. Maybe that amount of gear is too much. Maybe that amount of gear is too little, even when it comes to GLPs or non gear related supplementation or any sort of thing that is related to your program. It all has to be customized. And truthfully, bodybuilding and coaching in general is reactionary. So if you have a coach who tells you exactly, hey, 12 weeks out, you're going to be on this, 8 weeks out, you're going to be on this, and you're not even 12 weeks or 8 weeks out, more than likely you have a coach that has really only one way to do things in a template, in a cookie cutter way of doing it. He's not looking at what the actual results are, the effects, and making a proper adjustment. The way that I approach cycle design is I give a list of compounds that I believe are going to be effective for us in whatever our current phase of training, off season, prep may be, right? I will already have an initial dosage in mind that I would think is going to be effective. But truthfully, if your coach is not asking for blood work or has any of those that data prior to and is just throwing a number out there, that's a huge red flag. So I'm always going to have some data, whether that be the client's previous experience with certain compounds and amounts or the blood work to show. So at least I have a decent idea of where to start. In general, the only guesswork you're ever really going to do is where to start at for an individual, but there are ways to find that data to know. As you move further down the line, right, whether it's introducing a new compound, increasing the amounts, you need feedback from the body to dictate that. Whether that's appetite, recovery, size gain, weight gain, fat gain, sleep being impaired, stress, all these kind of factors need to be taken a look at. So coming back full circle to the topic of should you have a predetermined cycle in mind? No, you can have something that's loose. You can have an idea based off actual information and data where you think things might go and where you might place certain things and at what dosage. But in no way should you have a cycle determined. Even the cycle length, in my opinion, should not be predetermined. You might have an idea. Okay, we'll look to grow for 12 to 16 weeks. But what I always tell people is this: when they're like, yeah, I'm on a 16-week cycle, I say, and let's say they just started it, I tell them, why 16 weeks? Oh, well, normally it's 12, 16 weeks. Okay, normally, but why normally, right? And once you get people to start really thinking and yourself to really start thinking about why you're designing a cycle that way, it really gets you to think like, maybe I'm not doing the right approach. Because let's say you're doing an off season or a growth phase. If you get to this 16-week mark and blood work is fine, you're still responding, your finances, your stress and everything is on point, like why would you stop growing? Like why would you stop the cycle? I'm not saying you do it for years on end, but if your purpose is to grow, shouldn't that be number one, right? So long as health and all that is still within reasonable parameters to continue. So that's why I say, like, bodybuilding, it's good to have a loose plan, but it's almost all reactionary. Hopefully that gave you a good bit of information. If you're interested in coaching, whether that's one-on-one with me or any of my team members, please feel free to reach out. There's going to be a link down below to my coaching application. In addition, wherever you got this from, feel free to message me back if you want some more information. I do one-on-one customized coaching protocol, nutrition training for all my clients who have gotten extensive amount of results, because the way I approach things is definitely different than any other coach in the industry, and I'll prove that to you.